It's dead, family. And XRP and Bitcoin will lead the new financial system. And what I mean by it's dead, Operation Choke Point 2.0, which I'm going to share with you a video that I recorded myself and I got to see it with my own eyes, where the Vice President of the United States said Operation Choke Point 2.0 is dead. But I want to start out with a simple message. So in today's video, I'm going to break down how Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple donated a beautiful sculpture that we got to see personally to the Bitcoin conference. And I want to share with you something a little bit deeper that I'm experiencing from a personal level. And I'll do the best I can to get to these things here. But this is for people, maybe you're new to my channel. And so what I talk a lot about is spirituality. I talk about financial. I talk about communities coming together. We're moving into something, and I'm going to tell you from a personal experience of what I'm experiencing here at the Bitcoin conference and soon to be at the XRP Las Vegas tomorrow, is we're moving from this siloed tribal energy to a collective consciousness. And I'm going to speak from this at a very experiential level. Okay. So when I was getting ready to come to the Bitcoin conference, it's my first time ever at a Bitcoin conference. Now, I've been speaking about XRP since 2020, and I've had full conviction. I started talking about more Bitcoin in 2023 in my balanced portfolio because I only speak about what I invest in. When I started speaking about Bitcoin, I got a lot of flack from the XRP community. And when I talk about Bitcoin, I got a lot of flack online. This is key, online, from the XRP community. But I am always authentic on exactly what I do. I only share my strategies. On the back end of every video, I share with you exactly my pattern. I focus on 4 things: cash flow, investing in appreciating assets that are deflationary, hence Bitcoin and XRP, my 2 biggest holdings, XRP being number 1, Bitcoin number 2, protection, life insurance, and leverage. Okay. And I only speak about what I'm doing, but I want to share with you from a personal experience. So I had this understanding and this feeling that coming to the Bitcoin conference and being an XRP guy and talking a lot about that and talking about Bitcoin, that we would get our team, the Good Morning Crypto and our ecosystem with one of our booths there, that we'd get a lot of flack. Zero. I really believe what's happening online is it's just a lot of energy, a lot of pent up energy, this tribalism. And, I'm a gold bug and I'm a Bitcoin maximus. I'm an XRP maximus. But when you truly get in the frequency and energy of all these amazing humans, to include XRP Las Vegas or the Bitcoin conference, is I just witnessed a bunch of amazing human beings that are coming together to expand consciousness. Not one person. I've met thousands of people over the last 48 hours. There's 35,000 people here. Shook hands, took pictures with people, talked to people, communicated with people, hundreds of people coming through. That probably over thousands. 35,000 people are here coming past the booth, right? And not one person said anything negative to me about XRP. Not one person argued with me. We had educated, open conversations. Well, why do you believe in XRP? And why do you believe in Bitcoin? And why do you talk about both? And I talked to him about my strategy. Like, oh, that makes sense. But what I truly believe is happening right now at a very deep level is we're moving from this old, archaic system of politicians running the country, siloing, I'm Democrat, I'm Republican, I'm a Bitcoin, I'm XRP, to expansive consciousness, to communities coming together, schooling systems changing around cooperation, homeschooling, family schooling their systems, coming together to create schooling systems. Okay. People coming together, to the public and private sector coming together, cooperation, communication, support, community, love, consciousness. That's what I'm experiencing. I've experienced zero negativity. And I know it's going to be exactly the same at the XRP conference. So I hope to be the voice of reason and the voice of calm within a very fragmented world, because we went into cryptocurrency, we went into Bitcoin, we went into XRP for freedom. We didn't come into it to create a system where we're all separated and Bitcoin maxis hate the XRP people and XRP people hate the Bitcoin people. These are just digital assets. That's all they are. They're digital assets. It's not a cult. It's a digital asset that allows us the opportunity to create sovereignty for our families. And that's exactly what we're doing. So I want to start out with that because I'm freaking loving this. This is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to go to the conference again today. Everybody was awesome. Everybody was so open-minded, so caring and loving. And I cannot wait to see all of you at the XRP Las Vegas tomorrow. So I just want to bring up my personal experience. If you're new to the channel, I really focus on stoicism. If you If you don't want me talking about Christ and God and finances, then I'm not your guy, because God is the reason why I'm here. Jesus Christ, following Jesus Christ is the reason why my businesses are the way they are. We have kingdom businesses. We focus on God, family, protecting our ecosystem at all costs, and stay out of other men's business too busy working on ours. So here we go. So I'm going to show you a lot of stuff from JD Vance. We personally actually got to see this in person. So we're going to watch this first video, and then I'm going to show you on the back end where he said, and I recorded it myself, he said Operation Choke Point 2.0 is dead. And that's where crypto companies were being siloed. Anybody banking is all about banking, right? We are moving into a whole new era. Pay attention.
But as you know, there's a new sheriff in town, because after 4 years of mistreatment and outright hostility led by Democrat regulators, lawmakers in this country have a choice. Will we lead our nation into a future of financial sovereignty, of innovation, and of prosperity, or will we let unelected bureaucrats and foreign competitors write the rules for us? And I'm here today to say loud and clear, with President Trump, crypto finally has a champion and an ally in the White House.
Okay, so get prepared, guys. Those of you who are still sitting on the sidelines, please study this information. This is what I thought was pretty cool, okay? And there's riddlers out there putting stuff out of why Brad Garlinghouse put, Ripple donated this, the skull of their leader. It's like, let's just take this as positive, man. Come on. Like, it's a positive thing. Brad Garlinghouse, the skull of Satoshi, was originally built to call attention to blockchain energy usage. And today it's a symbol and a reminder of Bitcoin's incredible staying power to many around the world, including me. So this is a CEO of Ripple, the creator of XRP, the company that created XRP, and they donated this beautiful, beautiful honoring statue of Satoshi. Right. And so it's kind of like, hey, listen, we're presenting this to you and saying thank you, because we are a community that's coming together. We all have the same mission, guys. Like, whether you're Bitcoin, whether you're XRP, whether you're Solana, whether you're a meme coin person, we are all on the same mission. I believe if I met you, well, I know this. I met thousands of you, and every single one of us was here to free our family, to expand consciousness, to be creators, to get out of the old system. That's it. So let's all relax our nervous system. Let's come back in the center. Let's take the middle ground, as Jesus Christ said, and let's kick some ass together this next couple of years, guys. So the SEC, it is official. It is official. Let me take that back. Is officially reviewing WisdomTree's proposed spot XRP ETF. It is now accepting public comments. I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin and XRP are going to dominate this financial system. NASDAQ listed this post by CoinDesk, listed Vivo Power, says it's raising 121 million to launch an XRP focused treasury strategy led by Saudi Prince. Now remember, Trump was hanging out with him, his tour in the Middle East. I can't pronounce his name, chairman of the 11th holding per the SEC filing. So he was out there on this tour. He's bringing in 3.4 trillion. They are bullish on XRP. Okay. Abs posted this from Good Morning Crypto. This goes a little bit deeper into it. He talked about the Saudi prince. It says, having met the President Trump. So right before this line, I should read this. It says, the world executing on XRP focused treasury strategy. And it says, having met President Trump and his leadership group during their recent visit to Saudi Arabia, we believe the timing is appropriate for digital asset and blockchain technology to be rolled out in the kingdom. So after meeting with Trump, all of a sudden he thinks it's appropriate to set up an XRP focused treasury. Wonder what Trump's talking about. I wonder what he's talking about behind the scenes. Breaking: U.S. Labor Department withdraws 2022 warning against crypto 401ks, clearing the path for Bitcoin and investment plans. Okay, this is what I personally recorded here myself. Okay, I wanted you to hear this. Operation Choke Point 2.0 is dead.
Choke Point 2.0 is dead, and it's not coming back under Trump. Choke Point 2.0 is dead.
I wanted to hear it one more time. Okay, so I got one more video for you guys here. Let me just make sure I'm in my makeshift studio here in the Venetian. Okay, we want fellow Americans to know that crypto and digital assets, and particularly Bitcoin, are part of the mainstream economy.
The consistent fear that I hear is that there's still this perception that digital assets are not welcome in the mainstream economy. And let me promise you that our effort to change the policy is purely about changing that. We want our fellow Americans to know that crypto and digital assets, and particularly Bitcoin, are part of the mainstream economy. and are here to stay.
Okay, here we go. We're here, guys. All right, let me bring you back on my screen here. So again, I'm in my makeshift studio. So thank you for the, the audio and stuff here. So it's really early. So I'm trying to be a little bit quiet. People are sleeping. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I love Vegas is such an interesting dynamic. So our team trains together, we break bread together, we win together, and so we're on our way to the gym. It's 6:08 right now. The conference doesn't start till 9:30, but it's trippy. And I want to bring this up from a personal perspective and follow me for a long time. My old self on December 18, 2006, a long time ago, I attempted suicide due to a massive opiate addiction, and this city here was a big part of my demise, man. I used to be that guy as we were driving to the gym with our crew, we travel with our trainer and our security team, and he rents out a gym for us. And we were traveling to the gym. People were coming home from the club. I'm like, that was me 18 years ago. That's wild. How much you can transmute consciousness, how you can transmute your life from one energy frequency to another. I was a low life, horrible father, piece of shit person. And now I'm really grateful to be in this position. I'm a great father. I'm a great partner. I have a great ecosystem. I have a great team. And it just hit me. It was like almost it was a spiritual moment when we were driving the gym the other day. I think it was 4:40 in the morning. And I have this car full of people that are amazing high frequency beings who were in bed by 9 o'clock at night in Vegas. And we're heading to the gym in the morning. Hanging out with the coolest people at this Bitcoin conference. I mean, I'm just beside myself, and I just super grateful to even be here, to have this channel. I'm so grateful to all the people coming up and saying hi. Like, it means the world to me. I don't take this for granted at all. I don't take for granted what this has done for my family, the digital asset space. I don't take for granted how hard my team works to make this happen. So I just want to start out with an attitude of gratitude. All right, so let's go into exactly what I do. So that's why I'm whispering, because people are sleeping. I mean, we're in our hotel room, but okay. So what I do is I hold Bitcoin as a store of value. Okay, it's a bank for me. We're not touching it. I will never sell, and I'll explain to you what I did with it recently. Okay, and I focus on 4 things: cash flow. Cash is trash. I keep my cash flowing. Energy, it's frequency. Keep it moving. Velocity of money. Okay, number 2 is I invest in deflationary assets like Bitcoin and XRP, because I understand the inflationary system. When they print more money and they monetize debt, I'm paid in someone else's debt. So I transmute that debt into something that's deflationary that will compound or grow, and they can't manipulate me through inflation. Okay. Then I use protection, which is cash value life insurance. Okay. We understand cash value life insurance at a deep level. Trust me. So if anybody's telling you cash and value life insurance doesn't work, they have never built wealth with it. I would highly recommend seeking wise counsel. Cash value life insurance is one of the greatest paths to wealth. Think about this. You put your money in a bank, they lend it out. They teach you how to insure your car. They teach you how to insure your house. They teach you how to insure your life. They don't teach you how to insure your wealth. So anybody that I hear that says cash value life insurance doesn't work, or my friend said this, or my friend said that, I know that they're properly not structured and it's properly not funded. Because if you know how to fund and structure these properly, it's one of the greatest wealth building tools ever made. Look up tax code 7702A. And isn't it ironic that it was created when the Federal Reserve was created? You have to wake up and stop taking advice from people who are not practicing this stuff. Next is leverage. Okay. So with my deflationary strategy, holding my Bitcoin forever, I have a leverage component, which would be my Bitcoin bank. And then I have my insurance bank. So now I have 2 leverage components. I no longer have to go to the bank anymore to get credit or leverage. The only reason I leverage is to buy more cash generating assets. To give you a specific example, we're at the Bitcoin conference. SALT is here. That's who I use to do my Bitcoin loan. Okay. I've been around since 2016. Very easy. Once you go through the KYC, I had my money in 24 hours after about 2 weeks of KYC, thing, know your customer. We leveraged our Bitcoin at 14% to buy our insurance firm. Okay. Think about this. Really think about what I'm about to say. I borrowed at 14%. Bitcoin goes up on average 50% a year. It's crushed every other market for the last 10 years. So do the math. I borrowed at 14%. Bitcoin gained 50%. We'll gain 50% in the year. I made 36% on my money. And so basically, once the loan is paid off in 10 months, I have a free insurance firm. I bought it tax-free without ever touching my Bitcoin. Okay, but caveat, be very, very careful with asset-backed loans. Okay, watch my videos on my free education on here around that, because there's a lot of, it's not that cut and dry, right? You got to understand the market. If you're in a if you're in the, we're in the bull market right now, right? So we did a risk weighting. We had the cash on the sidelines to reallocate, because you can get liquidated. So I just want to make that very, very clear. So make sure you educate yourself on that part. But I'm just sharing with you the power of leverage. Now that's why we use insurance too, because insurance, it's the most amazing thing. Okay, you borrow against it, you don't have to pay it back. It comes off the death benefit. We always work to pay ours back because we want the family bank to get bigger. So there's a lot of components to that. So I hope that helps. I try to explain my ecosystem every single time, because I just want people to not follow my ecosystem, but I want you to start thinking differently. I hear it all the time. We hear this stuff all the time. Someone will be like, oh, I talked to my friend and they said cash value life insurance doesn't work. I'm like, okay, is your friend building wealth? How wealthy is your friend? Have they used it before? What component did they use? There's a lot of, you should ask yourself why. Okay, so why do you believe that? Do you use it? If you do use it, how is it set up? Because if ours are set up like Ferraris, like Lamborghinis, right? But what's happening is people are setting up cash value life insurance, and they're setting up a Lamborghini and they're putting regular gas in it every single day. That's why the industry gets a bad name. Okay, if these things are structured properly and they're funded properly, they are the best, in my opinion, wealth building tools. But we're practicing what we preach. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that, because I heard that a lot of conversations. This we go, well, I heard this. I'm like, okay, well, I heard that Jesus Christ wasn't real. But what I'm experiencing is he is real, because I dove into it and I practice the tools that Jesus Christ teaches, and it's changed my life. So that's why I believe Jesus Christ is real, because it's affecting my life. I follow the path of Jesus Christ. Okay. I know that cash value life insurance, that Bitcoin, that XRP are real because I use them and I built wealth with them, and we built companies with them. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying to you, and I want you to get with this, is stop with the tribalism. Okay. We're all on the same mission. We're all here to do the same thing. Become free. Number two is practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. Dive in deep. Okay. And number three is fail enough to build wisdom. Okay. Knowledge is not wisdom. Knowledge enacted upon for a long enough period of time and failing enough becomes wisdom. There's a lot of very smart people that ain't doing shit. So I'll get off my soapbox. I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, warriors. If you need any support, get your shit together. If you need any support in the description of this video, you can set up an appointment with my insurance team to learn how to properly set these up. Complete free consultation. You can also join my Warrior Academy. That's in my social media platform or in this link down below. Love you guys. See you soon.